Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Getting set for all the action on what my idol Vin Scully would have said was a beautiful afternoon here in the Sunshine State. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Getting ready at Wetlands Golf and Country Club. An interesting layout, Frank. The players are ready to go. And what are you thinking about as you get set to tee off?
Well, you're thinking about you're going to play a long golf course, sort of mid-7,000 yard range. But this is a golf course that you actually do get to hit your driver more often than not. So it's a good driving golf course. Green's relatively flat as well, but be careful if you're a little weak of heart. Look left or right, you might see the odd gator or two.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie.
Nice.
Looks good.
Oh, that's fine.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole, just for birdie.
Yeah. This is that awkward length.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
This would give him the par.
And that par certainly won't hurt the cause.
Still some time. On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So a tricky little par 3.
Pretty close. We'll be looking at about 15 feet for birdie. This one measures out to 15 feet. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Has his par. Finishing up the front side here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club with a par 5, 621 yards. Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
Now his third, staring right at the green. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That will be a great look at birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Frank, this is a good position to be in for a player. Making birdies, making some moves.
Yeah, starting to get the momentum, too, for the finish.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. A very tough putt coming up. That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a two-putt, well done.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Moving on to the par 4 11th, just a little bit more than 440 yards. Par 4 11th hole, 443 yards. Frank, what's the best way to play it?
Nice straight drive off the tee, then really reduces this par 4 to size. And those bunkers short and left don't really cause an issue. The green's a little tiny though, but even if you miss that green a little bit on the right side, it's a relatively simple chip.
See if our featured golfer can get a little something positive going here, Frank. It has been a miserable day.
Yeah, things have just appeared too tough. So really just somehow just eradicate everything you've been thinking right now. Realize this green's big enough. Just get something on the green. Opportunity maybe for a birdie.
Well, that is a ball striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business. So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie. 2 rounds in the books, Frank, and a good spot from which to make a move.
Yeah, well positioned. Really, you know, if you're leading, it's a different pressure. Being in the chaser pack there, playing well, what a great position to go into with 2 rounds to go.
Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Here we go at the par 4 13th, 452 yards. What's the best angle of attack?
The straight line really is the best way here, like a lot of holes on the golf course. But straight, as we know, is not often easy. Fairway does start to widen up the further out there you get it. So for the longer hitters, this hole actually plays relatively easy. For the shorter hitters in that narrow area, that'll leave you a lengthy second shot where you just might have to bisect the 2 front greenside bunkers.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
On the green with about 30 feet to go. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. This one's tracking. And with that birdie, moving into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
And we're starting to notice the name.
Moving on to the tricky 14th here at the Wetlands. It's 204 yards, but there is plenty of trouble out there. This is a good-looking shot. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Looks like he just misread that. Settles in over the putt. That is a solid par putt. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands, 590 yards. He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. It just, you feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss. In a very aggressive mode with that birdie now in second place.
Making our move to the home stretch, the 16th. It's a par 4 and a good one at 455 yards.
And a chance to actually get a good run for the clubhouse because the holes are fairly short coming in. So good drive here. Find the putting surface. Maybe start to roll right here.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there. About 315 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. He'll be a bit disappointed he didn't make that. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Pressure is on to make birdies. Pars just aren't going to get it done, Frank.
Going to have to start aiming at some more flag sticks.
Par 3 17th, Frank, it's 238 yards.
Still a chance for birdie here, though. Green shape's a little bit to the player's right, so a nice high draw coming in here. Even finding the middle of the putting surface will give you a chance to putt to really any position on this green.
Solid play, heart of the green. This would give him the par. He'll take par and move on. Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit a 3-wood, 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no. We don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Made it. Well, this is it, Frank, the 18th hole, and on paper it looks like you can get this one. You can make a birdie because it's only 377 yards.
You're exactly right, Rich. Just a nice drive. Doesn't even have to be a driver here. It's going to set you up really short iron wedge into this short par 4. And, well, I always like to finish on a birdie. I know you do too, because a little walk to the clubhouse there on the left, maybe a hot dog or a hamburger.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the BioWare Classic. It is just an ideal day for golf. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We're getting set for all the action this afternoon at Wetlands Golf and Country Club in Florida. And this is certainly a challenge, Frank.
It is. We really should rename it Drylands because that's the way you want to play this golf course. If you're not dry, then you are going to be wet. That swampland is just all the way around this golf course. In between it, though, is fairway. So fairway, the goal all day today.
And as always, with the state of Florida, you have to factor in the changing winds.
Ah, nice.
Looks good. Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Wow, I thought he made that. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
And that par certainly won't hurt the cause.
There's still some time. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Trying to make yet another birdie. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Lining this one up for par. Did the job right there. They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. A bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker play's like.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Oh, yeah, birdie, Frank, and another shot closer.
Sniffing in the right direction.
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. Will settle. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Never a bad score on the card. That's par. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a two-putt, well done.
He's made it.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
Final drive of the day, and makes it a good one in the fairway. Second shot, good look at the green. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Birdie try up next. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Are you kidding me?
That looked like it was in.
Steady climber, Frank.
Now on the first page of the leaderboard.
That'll put a wrap on our final round coverage for all of us at EA Sports. I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time.